Hello and welcome back to some more Persona 5 Phantom X. We are looking at the new update 4.7. I think it's 4.7. So we're just going to get right into it. I will say this is a post commentary because I don't know. I've been having a recording issue with Persona lately. Either I can't get my audio from the game to record, or I can't get my mic to record. I can't get both to record for some reason. Anyways, we are looking at the new synergy, as well as the new character. So, I'm trying to show right now that I got Barry, or whatever, Ichigo. I call her Barry. I think that's her name. I don't know. Anyways, Ichigo, I got her. I was trying to pull Miyu last time, but I didn't get her, so I was one off from pity, so I just waited for Ichigo and pulled her. This is our new synergy we're meeting right now. We got Kumi here. Kumi will be the new synergy. And I actually like the idea that they're giving Kumi as a synergistic person, because then it kind of completes the Persona-esque people that we hang out with. Like, there's always a teacher from each persona that we synergize with to an extent, and so this one is Kumi, and I'm kind of glad about that. But we should have got a synergy with her a little bit sooner than this, in my opinion, but it's totally fine. I will say the benefits we get from her aren't that great. The one you get from level 13, when you get her to synergize level 13, that one's pretty good. I think I take a look at it when we're done here, but I don't know for a fact. I recorded about 3-ish hours of gameplay before I realized that the recording was having issues. So, yeah. So Kumi's worried about us because we were falling asleep in class, and she wants us to rely on her a bit, and I agree. I do think kids should be able to rely on adults, and this way kids can be kids. I know he's a high schooler, but, no offense, but until you actually enter the adult world, you're a kid. There is a vast difference between when you hit your 20s and you're still in the teens. There's a huge difference. People treat you vastly different. But anyways, so she's just worried about us, and she wants us to rely on her. And of course, in a second, we probably already said it, but we also tell her that she should rely on us sometimes, Yeah. Sometimes, even as an adult, you need some help. Right? Yeah, I mean, Wonder here, he's working a lot of things, okay? Not only is he a student, but he works multiple jobs. He lives alone. He has to take care of a house, cook for himself. And then he also has the Phantom Thief work as well, all while being a high schooler, which is very, very hectic. Right? It'd be smart to have me walking around with you. It kind of disguises the fact that you're on the lookout for, kids and what they're doing. If I'm with you, then they'll think, oh, they're just, she's just helping Wonder out. But yeah. So all of her benefits is we earn more things whenever we go to class or whenever we study. We're going to take a look at that right here real quick. Dang, she's feisty. Look at her punching. Throwing those punches. So you earn more of a certain social. You will earn more social stats when you do club activities. You may earn action points or stamina when you attend class. Earn more. My bad. And then the 17 one. I don't think the 17 one's that good. You will now earn a small amount of thief tomes when you study. That's not that great. I actually think the 13th one is a lot better, and they should replace 13 with 17. You know, swap those two around. All right, but let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the main quest, essentially. And of course, we have to go to sleep first. You know, Wonder needs his rest. I mean, that's why he was sleeping in class. We didn't go to bed first. Ah, yes. Meet at the local Bang Bang Burger, or whatever this place is called. So here we're talking about Arin. So just a quick recap really fast. So we're continuing off with Shoki's story where you know, he's a actor or idol, and then he's getting stalked by this editor lady who really wants possession of him. And then we also ran to Aaron, who is writing the manga Phantom Familia, and she kind of caught us being the Phantom Thieves. So now she is, you know, we're not sure if we can trust her or not. And so we're discussing, like, is she trustworthy? Is she not trustworthy? How much can we tell her? How much can we not tell her? You know, and it's really our fault that we should have been more aware of our surroundings when we're doing this stuff. So, you know, the Phantom Thieves here, really, we're pondering if she's the mastermind or not. Maybe she, you know, maybe she's like a koishii, you know, on the surface level seems pretty normal, but below that surface level actually is, you know, a psychopath. Right. If Aaron was the mastermind, there were so many angles she could have played, and instead of revealing us the way she did, so it's really hard to say if she's the mastermind or not. Now, she could be trying to do the long haul. It's very difficult to honestly say if she is or isn't a very dangerous person to us. She doesn't have any social media accounts. Interesting. For a manga artist not to have social media accounts, I mean, it's just interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so at some point, Aaron was also in the hospital for a couple of months. We're not 100% sure why, but that could be, you know, could play into something. Oh, she's got a big sister, huh? What about brother? Oh, you can't remember if she had a brother or not? Due to health issues. Interesting. Well, if she was in the hospital for 6 months, I bet it was a I bet it was a health issue. Yeah, we should definitely investigate this girl, you know. I mean, it's hard to picture anybody as this mastermind or very dangerous person. So let's not like get, you know, let's not get too wrapped up into things. You know, we don't know who we can trust and who we can't trust except for those here at this table right now. Right. We're like, this is the problem where all the Phantom Thieves kind of run into at some point, is like, now we have multiple enemies we have to deal with. We have to deal with hiding our, you know, our work and our identities, that's the word, from our end, but we also have to move quickly to deal with the girl that's threatening Shoki. Of course, LaFool doesn't know why he talks or is the way he is. Wow, Shun, you shouldn't be spraying like that. My word, you can't just spray it on people like that. All right. Is she a friend or foe? I mean, I don't think she's our enemy, but who really knows? I just know that our team needs to be more cautious in the future. All right, time to sleep some more. You know. Yep. Wonder needs some good rest, you know. Can't do Phantom Thieves Business. So this is the big bad that we're dealing with right now. The Shimotsuna. Bro, continue. My word. Koishii, what are you doing? Talking to myself. I think at this point I was in the middle of like trying to talk about something like about Daiichi or something. I don't remember why, but I'm really upset that I lost the commentary that I was giving for this, because I rather give like in the moment commentary because like in the moment, like there's more raw thoughts, more raw emotions. I really hate post commentary because now I already know all of this. I played all of it. I know all of this. I know where the story is trying to go. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, this is blah 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 by now for me. But this part is actually kind of important later. The stench thing, how she can't stand the smell of the employee. It's a funny thing later on. Not something we'll cover in this episode, though. It's something we'll cover in a different episode. And you know what's funny? See, she's so obsessed with how he smells that she doesn't, like, he probably did have something important she needed to do, and she overlooked that. This is why some villains, they, like, fail, because they get so wrapped up in their own egos that they overlook these small, minute details that, because they missed that detail, that's why they lost. Oh, nice. Oh, it's today, finally. Can't wait for tomorrow. All right. Hey, what's up? So this is Kigi's Drama Club. In case you don't remember the story, these are the people Shoki is originally from, but they were not snobby. They just didn't like Shoki's personality, and they kept butting heads, so they didn't really want to participate and help with the play that we're putting together. But because of us changing Shoki's heart and him unlocking his persona, and he's changed, they seem in a bit of a better light now. So they're more willing to help us now, which is really nice. Yeah. Yeah, that flashy guy. My word, really looks like they like dropped paint on themselves. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know why you guys don't record and post that stuff more online. Like, sure, she can, that editor in chief can do a lot of bad things, but like, you know, nothing can kill your career more like a social media account can. You're being true to yourself, buddy. I'm tired of hiding who I am. Dude must watch Frozen. Motaha, you don't need to be nervous. It's funny how they're still high school students. Even though they deal with like the Phantom Thieves stuff and all that, and they're, you know, dealing with this whole other world, changing hearts, they're still actually high school students at heart. Yes, Kiyoshi. the best actor. Like literally Kiyoshi's the best actor here. So if you remember, this play we're putting on is based on Arin's manga, The Phantom Familia, which is kind of based on us as well. We'll get you and save them because we're heroes. Yeah, I know. Our acting is impeccable. Grazie. I know. We kill it every time we step out and do stuff. See, they really see Shoki in a new light, and now he's more relatable to them. And I agree. Like before, Shoki was so wrapped up in like, gotta be better actor, gotta be better, better, and that's very off-putting to people, you know. Let's bring the house down. Oh, I think it was let's bring down the house. Not bring the house down. Yeah, tell us about yourself, Shoki. What made you change? Well, you see, I was fighting this boss in the Shadow Realm, and then I decided to rip the mask that I've been wearing this whole time off my face and summon my persona. Dang. Yeah, she looked like she had a terrible, terrible migraine. Oh, I hope she's okay. Still kind of worried though, yeah. Gonna swing by the nurse's office? Cool. That'd be a huge help. It's nice that you guys are finally helping out, you know. Okay, Kiyoshi, calm down a little. You know, let's leave the acting to on the stage, okay? You know, Kiyoshi's a method actor, you know. He's always in character. That's how he's able to give such a raw performance, because he's just really embodies it. Yeah, let's discuss business right here in the gymnasium. Ooh, nice, an award. Right, I mean, she is a manga artist. I doubt she has much downtime, you know. She isn't like Sumi. Well, not Sumi. What's his name? Is it Sumi? The fisherman guy? You know, she doesn't look like that type where he's always running away from your editor all the time and really behind on deadlines. Ah, she lives alone too. Wonder knows all about that. About a year ago. Okay. Oh, it was family stuff. Okay, interesting. Okay, so she had to be absent because of a family dilemma. Okay. What kind of family problem causes you to, like, need such a long hiatus? Mm-hmm. We kind of have to ignore the palace right now, Shun. Because if we act recklessly, Arin could really reveal our identities and completely squash anything we're going to do. If Arin is actually the mastermind, then anything we try to do, she'll just squash. Right? we have to let off some. This is like fishing. You gotta let off some line. Make the fish really like feel like it's safe to come near. I think I'll talk to her. Yeah, it's better if me, the fearless leader, talks to her instead of Rico. Also, I think Auden and Wonder have a little bit more of a connection than the other people do. But we have to go to home and go to sleep first. I mean, obviously, long day of school, long day of acting. We gotta get some rest. Oh, you're right. We should set a date with her because she's so busy and my schedule's all over the place. Let's send her a text. Right, exactly. The fool knows. Hey, you still up? Just feel like having a chat, Helps you go to sleep. A bingo. Cool. Well, that was easy. Well, I prefer to meet in person too. Sure. Okay, good night. Wow, Wonder, you didn't send a good night back? What? That's so rude. Who raised you? I did not raise you, Wonder, to be like this. I'll stay cautious, yeah. Gotta stay on guard at all time. I mean, it's true because, it's not just my life at risk. If she is evil or bad, then I'm putting the whole team at jeopardy. Oh, hey, Igor and Miropi? Miropi? How do you say your name? I don't know how to say it. Miropi. Mirope. Who knows? Oh, four sinners' repentance. Lust, vanity, wrath, and gluttony. Did we know that we're dealing with deadly sins? I can't remember if we were or not. But, my next sinner, yeah, pride. We're dealing with pride. I don't remember all the deadly sins, but they had vanity in there, which means we would also be dealing with woe. Because it's 7 deadly sins, but then there's also vanity and woe outside of that. But we haven't dealt with sloth, pride, greed. Oh, who was the other one? Sloth, pride, greed. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember who the 7th one was. Sloth, greed, pride, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, pride, greed. Yeah, I just can't remember. But I will say right now, I was actually talking about the exact same thing I'm talking about right now, and I still can't remember. But I'm also talking about trying to figure out who is the sinner we're dealing with right now. I thought we were dealing with greed. Turns out we're dealing with pride. Envy. That was the other one I couldn't remember. It was envy. I finally remembered. But yeah, it turns out we're dealing with pride. I think we're dealing with pride. Which is interesting because I thought we were dealing with greed. But then we also, because vanity's here, that means there's woe as well. What do you mean where those visions come? Oh, you mean like when we saw the future a little bit, right? It is. Okay, what's the question? Okay. Well, if this is like the other game I'm playing, Monarch, then the likelihood of what happens is they completely lose that desire. And it's actually quite bad. If for example, someone were to rob you of your desire of pride, it actually really would hurt you. Because we're humans and we're imperfect, there's actually a balance that's going on. You need a little bit of each of the deadly sins, not enough to where it consumes your everyday or makes you into like what these people are, dangerous to society. But everyone needs a little bit of pride. Everybody needs a little bit of wrath. Needs like a very small percentages. And where you run into the problem is when you let those things start to overwhelm you. When you get too greedy, too gluttonous, too prideful, too wrathful, that's when you start to have problems. You know, if you were to lose all your pride, it would set such an off balance on you that it would actually be really bad for your life. You need to be just a little bit prideful, just a tiny bit. Not too much now. Got to keep yourself humble. I'm going to tell you something about the Phantom Thieves. Probably a lot, but something about it. Continue. Come on, next. Oh my word, this guy. Oh my frick. Next. I will say at this time, I had my dog up here in my room. And she needed attention, so I was a little distracted at times, but like I'm talking about something. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I was talking about something. Okay, come on. Next. Continue. Brah, come on. Oh my word, this guy's annoying. Finally. Okay, let's start out small, work our way up. Okay, what do you want to ask? Okay, that's super simple. We have superpowers. Okay, how about actually you take a guess? I want to know how you think we do it. Okay, well I can't come out and straight tell you how we do it. It'd be unfair. But let's just say it's superpowers. Intuition. Yeah, it kind of is. Hey, I'm trying to answer your questions as best I can. Oh, don't get mad at me. I'm giving you answers, okay? It's not like I can just reveal everything to you. Like, calm down. Yeah, do you like... Okay. I mean, I'm sure anybody would be intrigued regardless of their, profession. Ooh. It's not I want to change the world because again, we're only really affecting a small area. Again, this is a very like centralized problem we're dealing with. It's not like we're dealing with the menaces in America or Australia or in the UK or anywhere else in the world. We're literally just dealing with the menaces here in Japan. So it's not like I want to change the whole world. I can't let menaces run loose. I mean, there is a part of me that just doesn't want them to be on the loose, but it's probably I'm gonna go with the first one. Yeah. Well, it's a sense of justice. It's a sense of justice, The ex-baseball player, yeah. Formal celebrity, critic, that guy, and yeah. Akashi seems like the only one. I suppose your motivation must be justice. We knew their victims, and we were connected to all of them. Both of those are true statements. Okay, well, you could say personal grudges, but that's not exactly it. I get what you're saying. See, this is where a lot of people, when you have a belief in something, but you're not fully committed to that belief, that kind of statement, like, oh, it's for personal grudges. Like, if you're somebody that goes around and you're trying to achieve justice, but you don't have a full commitment to it, lines like that could easily break your commitment to it. Yes, no matter what you do, there's going to be a level of selfishness. If you saw someone drowning in the water, you going in to save them wouldn't be fully you trying to save them. There's a part of you that also only is doing that because you didn't want to be blamed for them drowning. You know, so you always have to take everything with a grain of salt. Not there, it's really hard to do pure actions where you're doing something purely for the good of something. There's always a selfish or personal reason attached to it. Uh-huh. Kind of reminds me of what's it called? It reminds me of the Seas. Reminds me of Persona 3, what she's talking about. Yeah, yeah, tell me about your sister. Your sister. You remember your family had like a family problem? Well, you have a sister. You don't have a sister? Since when do you not have a sister? According to your wiki, you have a sister. Mm. Well, we're trying to keep it, for justice. Why are you so fixated on this, huh? Sure. You sure that's all? You want to change your heart. You want us to change your heart. You want something. Oh. Uh-huh. So I'm starting at this point to start theorizing. So maybe she had a sister whom she looked up to, and that's why she based her, story on her sister. But then something probably happened to her sister, or her sister did something, and then that made her create this like not split personality, but we'll say like a suppressive personality, where she's heavily suppressed whatever happened, and so now she's like the way she is now. But that's just heavily speculation. But what we do know for now is we can kind of trust her. Kind of. We can kind of tell she's not fully our enemy right now. Yeah, she's definitely not cleared of suspicion, but she's cleared enough to where we can go back to finally doing our thing. Gotta go to sleep again, Whew. Talking to Aaron was like so much work. Gotta go rest a bit, Oh, yeah, just gotta get a few, gotta get from yesterday to today, Kiyoshi, don't change. Honestly, out of all the characters so far, I like his personality, his character design, probably the best. He sucks in combat now. He used to be kind of useful, but he's kind of died out now. Oh, look who it is! Speak of the devil. My mind went to Devil's Wears Prada. She kind of would fit the role a little bit. Yeah, you guys, safely get out of here. You could, yeah, Kiyoshi, you totally stay. But the fateful hour is yet at hand. Wonder knows exactly how to handle Kiyoshi. Yeah, take care, friend. Take care, buddy. I am fluent in it. I have his bond maxed out. Sure, totally. You got this, Shoki. Cheering you on, buddy. Wow, he needs to switch agencies? How interesting. Beautiful high, huh? Wow. That is actually a blatant threat. Hmm. You know, to be honest, from certain angles, it does look like she thrust that into his chest. So him knocking away is a form of self-defense. I'm not a lawyer, but if that did make contact with his body, he could have, he could have thought of it as like, she hit him with it. It was a precious gift. From who? Fix it. Wow. Taking it for repairs. Bro, that is a very bedazzled tape recorder or whatever it is. Audio recorder. Ugh. Well, I think we found her weakness. That recorder. Whoever gave it to her. It's probably was her dad or something. She probably has daddy issues. Oh no, not his acting career. You know, this is where like I don't have enough willpower to really give two cares. Like if I was in Shoki's position, I'd be like, fine. I won't. Then I'll give up my acting career. Like I just don't care enough. I mean, if the beach event was anything, I mean, he starred in a B-flick shark movie. Yes, of course he is. Well, I mean, come on. Cognitive world. If someone had said that around me, I'd be like, whatever. Like, that was a leap to take. If anything, we fell for it, I'll leave it to your imagination. Yeah, thank you for respecting our boundary, but we should really, be more aware. Like, why are we so dumb about this? In Persona 5 Royal, we may have made a few slip-ups when it came to Akichi, but at least we caught it really quickly and formulated a strategy to trick him. I'm just saying. Over here, we're all kind of dumb. Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah, could you look into it and, go buzz off? Yeah, fighting. I didn't catch what she said. Understood, leave it to me. Okay, I could have guessed what that was. I mean, what do we have to lose besides our identities and any social construct? Or we could even make it so the enemy is more aware of what we're doing and make it harder for ourselves. She could always betray us later. She's such a good egg. That's... sometimes Motaha has like no idea about terminologies or words, and then sometimes she's kind of on point. She's a real 50-50 with that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, what's his name? Daichi. Hey, Daichi. What's up, bro? It's a 5v1. You want to go? Okay, I'm good. You're a good lapdog, you know that? Really run those errands. Shoki and Daichi, you guys got like a bromance going on? Okay, co-star on a TV show. Okay. Oh, great actor, great singing, great dancing. He's a triple threat. Nice. What happened to you, bro? Yeah, bro, what happened to you? Why do you let her push you around? Uh-huh. You know, Daichi is so right. This, this kind of industry is not super warm and cuddly. And sadly, people like her fully exist in this world. There are tons of, not tons, but it's a very common thing, unfortunately, especially in this industry. It's a very common thing, sadly, and it does happen in the dark where nobody really knows. And sadly, in the real world, there are no phantom thieves that can go and fix it. And yeah, it's super sad. But he's absolutely right. Daichi is absolutely right. Shoki, for some reason, really can be, in this safe area in this industry, whereas people like Daichi couldn't be. And that happens too. Some people, luckily, can land properly in this industry and not have to go through this stuff. But then you have people like Daichi who unfortunately can't, even though he's super talented and he can do all these things. He just, unfortunately, something unfortunate happened, which made it so he had to dip into the dark side of the industry, which is super sad. Hopefully we'll learn exactly what it was. Spoiler alerts, I do know what happened, but you guys won't know unless you play the game. Or wait until the episode where I talk about it comes out. Your choice, really. Alright, let's go in. Time for Palace. Yeah, this whole episode is just tons of, unfortunately, dialogue. Yeah, let's go. And we also, so after the Palace, we will have more of Metaverse here to deal with as well. I'd say overall the content's gonna, the new content's gonna be about, I'd say a total of 5, maybe 6 hours long. It depends on how strong you are and how thorough you check stuff. Ooh, nice. I don't really remember this palace. It's been so long. I barely remember the palace very well. But I do like this scenery. It looks so nice. It's been so long since I've been in this palace. I actually don't remember anywhere we're going. Well, I mean, bro, this is her. She likes this style. This is the style she likes. But I agree. This is, reminds me of the Queen of Hearts kind of thing. It's been so long since I've done the palace. I forgot the movement for it, all that. There was a shadow there, but we're allowed to proceed now. Well, let me look around first. It's been so long since I've been in a palace. I keep saying that, but I really have forgotten. I'm just double checking, make sure I've gotten everything in here first. I don't really like to backtrack. If I can avoid backtracking, I would like to do that. Ooh, look. Oh, nice. Office ants. I remember now. Yeah, so the gimmick last time was we could transform into ants, and ants had special abilities, dig through walls, strong enough to pick up things, able to slide across ropes. We also had our gun that could shoot elemental bullets. Alright, just gonna do a quick look around, grab this stuff. However, I am going to end the episode here because it's already been 40-ish minutes. And it's gonna end the this palace is going to take at least 3 hours to fully cover. So I'm just going to call this here, pick up the whole palace in the next episode. And so I just want to thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, be safe out there, and God bless you.